We will now go into Munis to open up Project Ledger to validate that each project is set up correctly by checking the data against the PL expenses spreadsheet and the PL funding sources spreadsheet. So first we will go into Munis, open up the Tyler menu again. I'm going to go to Munis, Financials, Project Accounting, Project Ledger, Project/Inquiry, and Project Master. We will then open up the project that we were validating against, and that first one is P2193. So I will click on Search in Project Master, type in P2193. You can either hit the Enter key or Accept. This brings up my project, and now I will check the expense strings by clicking up here on Expense. You can see this has 4 expense strings, 1 of 4 listed here. The first one is construction. You can see here I have a construction expense string for $2.5 million. And the org is 2390 5148 560 900. You can see that is the org that is used for this project, 2390 5148 560 900. Then I have a design architectural. Design architectural, expense 1, expense 2. Equipment. I have an equipment line. And the last one is vehicles. There's that vehicles account. So Project Ledger is set up correctly as far as the expense strings are concerned. They're using the same org and object for each of these strings. Now what we want to do though is uncheck the include in budget check, and this is in the instructions for a process establishing a grant in Munis. This file is located in OMB Documents, Procedures, 2018 Standard Operating Procedures, Process Establishing a Grant in Munis. And you want to make sure when you're looking at this, you go to View Navigation pane so you can see the navigation pane on the side here. And I went to Project Strings, and the instructions here talk about how we do not want to check the include in budget checkbox because that forces it to check at the expense string level, and we want it to roll to the project level. So back on here, I'm going to click Update, uncheck this, and click Accept, and do the same thing for the other 3 strings. Update, uncheck, Accept, Update, uncheck, Accept, and the last one. I'll click on Return to go back to the master project screen, and you can see here that the string requirements it is set up to where the budget level is 1 project. That means that the funding will roll to the project. So regardless if we spend more on vehicles but less on construction, as long as we do not exceed the project total, which is what we want at the budget level, then it will be fine. No budget amendment will be required. Now we'll go to the funding source strings to validate that against the PL funding sources spreadsheet. You can see here the first of two funding sources is impact fees for combat or fire facilities and equipment. And the allocation type is a list. It's internal billing. The GL debit is listed as 2180 5056 591390, and the credit is 2390 3172 381 180. So first we want to double check this Oregon object to make sure that it's correct. So now we'll go to the PL funding sources spreadsheet. Again, I'm going to filter for that project. That was P2193. And my orgs are 2390 3172 and 2390 3152. So we'll start off with the first one, which is 3172 381 180. Now on this spreadsheet, you will notice that the GL debit and GL credit has funky looking orgs and objects. That's because the way I was originally taught that it would be set up is that it would hit the pooled cash accounts. That is no longer the case. We actually want to use what's listed in the transfer org. So this is where the money is coming from. In this case, it's 2180 5056 591 390. So I'll want to copy that. Control C, Control V, copy that down. As my expenses, I could probably do the same thing for these two. And my credit is going to be these accounts. 2390 3172 381 180. Shows the transfers coming in for the 180, and this one is 52 for 184. I'll have to add 381 180 there. Copy this. Add 381 184 there. There. Save. And we can see this is the breakdown for the funding sources. So the first one, we have expense string 200 is priority 1, and allocation of 2/3 or 66.67%, $433,333. So we'll want to double check that. Design 200, 66.67% priority 1, max allocation 133,333. Then we have construction for that same 2/3 of 1,666,667. So we'll double check that. Expense type 400, 66.67, 1,666,667. Then the last one is equipment. Expense type 500. It's also priority 1. This one is 100% at 1,235,000. In this particular example, they are buying just fire vehicles, and so we want those vehicles to be 100% from the fire impact fees and not use the rescue impact fees, which are for ambulances. So we'll double check that this 100%, 1,235,000. Priority 1, 100%, 1,235,000. And these are all the same expense orgs, 2180 5056 591 390. 2180 5056 591 390. And the credit is 2390 3172 381 180. 2390 3172 381 180. So this one is correct. If there were actual expenses at this point, we would go ahead and do the revenue allocation to allocate those expenses from the 180 fund to the 390. In this project, that is not there. Nothing's been posted yet. So now we'll go to the next funding source, and this is impact fees, rescue impact fees for facilities and equipment. Again, it's internal billing, and we have this 184, 2184, 5052, 591390. So let's double check that. 2184, 5052, 591390 listed over here, the transfer org and also the GL debit. And the GL credit is 2390, 3152, 381, 184. 2390, 3152, 381, 184. You also want to double check that the GL accounts match 2390, 3152, and 381, 184. Let's go ahead and do that for the previous one. 2390, 3172, 381, 180 matches for both the default and the budget GL account and the GL credit. Go back here, and we have expense type 200 for 33.33%, 66,667. Expense type 200, 33.33%, 66,667. And expense type 400, same percentage, 833,333. Expense type 400, 33.33, 833,333. So everything here now looks good. We're done validating against our PL expenses and PL funding sources spreadsheet.